How would you like a 3-bedroom, busy professionals, perfect starter home here in Charlotte? You might see all these trees behind me and think, you know, especially if it's starting at 365, especially with all those trees, it's got to be somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. And that cannot be further from the truth. We are in Charlotte right now, and we're only about 12 to 15 minutes outside of actual city center. The sun is super bright, so I'm gonna put my sunnies back on. But this is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's got some great finishes, and most importantly, it's got some privacy with so many wonderful trees. I'm gonna show you around here. Look, you see all those trees? So many trees through this community. This particular one is the Finley floor plan. We're gonna go ahead, take a tour. If you're new to the channel, my name's Lucas Roller. I'm a realtor that helps people just like you to find and buy the perfect home at a great deal. And I get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you. I absolutely love it. So with that, let's go ahead and take a tour of the Finley. So this one here, you can see wonderful elevation with some stone. Your neighbor is not too close here. You are gonna have about 10 feet or so between them. And that stone on this one's very pretty. Like I said, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little over 1,500 square feet, but it feels like more. Maybe it's the trees, maybe it's the layout. It definitely feels like it's closer to maybe 1,700 or 1,800 square feet. So coming in here, there's a couple of features I'm gonna show you on both of these floors I really love. But I want you to notice it's got a nice open concept layout here, and as you flow into this main living area, the kitchen has some wonderful finishes, particularly for that price point, regardless of location, but especially in Charlotte. First, you're going to be vented to the outside, so if you like to cook, you'd be surprised how many even custom homes I see that don't have vents to the outside, which blows my mind. Nice, light, bright, airy backsplash and countertops. This is going to all be 1-inch quartz here. It's a little extra premium. And again, if you're commuting into the city, especially if you work, I don't know, maybe Wells, B of A, one of the software companies, and you enjoy the city, but you know, the city's just kind of played out at this point. Yes, you have trees right here behind you. You hear how quiet that is? That's super nice. You even got some yard here. You do have some real yard. And yeah, this is gonna be a great little retreat away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Now, if you're like, you know what, actually, we still want the hustle and bustle of city life, I'm not convinced otherwise, guess what, that's okay too. That's okay too. Hold on, I'm gonna just lock this. There we go. That's okay too. You do not have to give that up. I'd always be happy to help you find a condo if you'd rather have a condo or maybe a townhome closer to town. Right over here, you got access into your 2-car garage. They finish it out, they paint it. And one of the features that you won't find everywhere is you don't have to give up half your garage thanks to the water heater. So that water heater tucked off into the corner, separated, gives you a little bit more space. So if you got 2 full-size vehicles, guess what? You can actually fit them both. And this kitchen, if you're a chef, you got a full chef-sized pantry, right? You like to cook it up. You got space for all your bulk goods down on the bottom. This one could be an excellent investment. And also I want you to notice here too, this rocker switch, super crispy. It's got a nice crunchy feel to it and very sleek and modern. But the reason I say it's gonna be a great investment isn't because, you know, some realtors are just like, you gotta buy a house, it's always a great investment. You gotta, you know, for the investment. That's not me. Some houses are terrible investments. But the one thing about this one, look at all that. Again, look at those trees. In Charlotte, Crazy. The one thing you got to keep in mind is that's some good size and is already pre-wired over here for your TV. So if you're cooking, you can also watch TV from over there. We're gonna go upstairs and check out, they got a really cool reading corner and then the master suite. We're gonna go check that out here in a second. But yeah, as far as an investment, here's your powder room. You're 15 minutes away from the city. So if you want to rent out extra bedrooms to maybe somebody that's just starting their career, look, you got some great storage. Oh, and I didn't even notice this earlier. Look, that's why this entry is so fun. It's got crown molding. Yeah, so it's a great investment because if you have people that are starting their career, maybe travel nurses that are here on contract, or even flight attendants. If you're only planning on using one bedroom, and then maybe you could have the others as some sort of a storage room or office or something, but you don't really need it. There's your laundry, real tile. Here, this could be an awesome little either reading nook, or you can also, I've seen, put a desk over on that wall or this wall, and that would be a great little working area. Then you will be able to, now we're gonna go over to the master here in a second. First, I want you to see these secondary bedrooms. You can always rent out those other 2 beds. I know so many people that do this and actually pay their entire mortgage just by renting out extra bedrooms. And for brand new construction, 15 minutes from Uptown, everybody's willing to make that trade on their commute. Everyone. So 15 minutes is not bad, and there's a ton of people that are always looking to rent, and you can rent out those extra bedrooms. I know a lot of people that do that. Here's your shower and tub, and literally pay their mortgage. So if you want something that's gonna be a smart investment, most people don't know, you can go see that master here in about 2 minutes after I finish looking at this one. If you don't even pay any extra money, you literally just pay on a bi-weekly schedule, twice a month instead of once a month. You don't add up the interest for the last 2 weeks of the month, and so you'll knock about 7 years off a 30-year mortgage. Now if you go to bi-weekly instead of bi-monthly, there's your closet, you're actually going to end up making 1 extra payment per year, because 52 divided by 2 is 26 half payments, so it's 13 monthly payments instead of 12. Here, you've been waiting for it, here it is. So you're gonna end up knocking another about 7 years off your mortgage. And then if you make an extra couple $100 a month payment, you don't accrue all the interest on that. And so then you can end up literally taking a 30-year mortgage. Oh, and I almost forgot to point out, look at all the crown molding in here. You can pay off your entire 30-year mortgage in about 10 years. And it's really not costing you any extra money. Makes you wonder why the banks don't tell you that. It's almost like they don't want you to know how easy it really is to pay off that 30-year if you just know what you don't know. Look, you got a bench in here, nice tile shower enclosure, glass soap shelves or soap cubbies or what have you. And then also the two sink vanity. Again, more storage down in here, all brand new. And I really like this matte quartz. And also one of the things I noticed is it's a 1-piece here instead of a 2-piece. And so that's just one less potential failure point for water to get back in there, because it's a pain to clean, you know. You are gonna have separated water closet, of course, a nice linens closet, a big old walk-in closet. So that was the Finley, but if you want to get a home with an awesome location, kind of like this one, you can book a time directly on my calendar, call, text, email, or scan this QR code to do that. And before you hire any realtor, you should always do your research. So I'll make it easy for you. This is what our clients have to say about working with Andrew and myself.
My home buying experience was fantastic.
It was a quick process. It didn't take multiple weeks.
Anxiety-free, easy.
Really cared about the solution.
Great to work with, helpful. You always make the time just to talk to us.
Communication was great.
They're attentive, communicative, understanding of where you're at.
We got a great deal, and we beat the rest of the buyers.
I would recommend you guys to anybody, any day, anytime.